Hello, I am Peter500, and today I'm going to give you 15 pieces of advice that I would give to middle-aged individuals or adults. Now, I am making this video for two reasons. One is because I think my bits of information can really help those adults out there who desperately need it. And number two, the second reason I'm making this video is probably the only reason is because I have to do this for English part. Oh my god, hold on a second. Alright, moving forward, I have to do this as a project I'm doing in my English class. So, yeah. So, let's not waste any time. Here we go with piece advice number one. Tip advice number one. And as you can see here by my video editing skills, piece advice number one, which is stop blaming video games for real life violence. And this goes to all of you strict parents out there. Now, listen, I understand video games are violent. We have all at least played one violent video game in our lives, but they are not the reason that people are going into schools and shooting them up, okay? Alright, I did a little bit of research, and as you can see to my right, there's a chart signaling which was done by the psychology of media, popular media culture, which right here, if it reads, the more video game sales go up, the rate of crime actually goes down. And in other countries, they have actually, where the video games are actually more popular, they have even less crime because of video games. And as you can see right here, a study by the U.S. Secret Service and the U.S. Department of Education says that school shooters actually play 20 to 30% of violent video games. Where right here it says other teen boys actually play 70% to 80% of violent video games. So the school shooters are actually playing less violent video games than other teen boys are. And now listen, like I said, I understand video games are violent. You have a lot of violent video games out there. You got Call of Duty, you got God of War, you got Resident Evil 4, and you got Bloodborne. But like I said, they are not the reason that people are like mentally insane. And speaking of that, that brings me to my next point. They are not like I said, these video games are not the reason that these people are screwing up schools. They can be suffering from all types of things. They can be suffering from educational issues, like they're not doing good in school. They want to see it burned to the ground. Second one is that the wrong types of people are getting access to guns, and people think that this is a good opportunity to shoot up a school. And the third and final reason is for mental health issues. Like they could be mentally insane, they refuse to get help, and they are just flat out crazy. So, strict parents, make sure you do some research before you jump to conclusions, okay? And, alright, these things are not like good, so I'm just gonna say sayonara. Oh, I should have thought them better. Hold on a second, I gotta make sure they're okay. Alright, they're okay. Alright, moving on. Alright. Tip advice number two, which you can see by my trusty banner below me, it is tip advice number two, always spend time with your kids. Now listen, I've done some research, and as you can see here, by my trusty editing abilities, anyway, as you can see here, the average family spends about 34 minutes with their kids. Now listen, 34 minutes may not seem a lot, but it can make a big lifetime difference in your kids' lives. 34 minutes can make a big time difference because they will love you more and they'll be happier with you. So make sure you spend a lot of time with your kids. However, if you don't spend time with your kids, they are probably not going to hate you, and they're going to... I think I have a speech impediment going on. What is wrong with me? They're gonna hate you, and they're gonna get angry with you. So make sure you spend time with them for your peeps' sake. Alright, next advice, and my mask is starting to fall off. Alright, piece advice number three, and this actually ties into the last one that I talked about, and it's right here. Tip advice number three, always be there for your kids. Now, if you follow piece advice number two, this can actually make a big time difference. If they're going through a struggle, and you spend time with them, they'll be happy to accept your help. Now listen, kids go through stuff every single day. No matter if it's relationship problems, educational problems, mental health problems, or even suicidal thought problems. All those are not good. So if you spend time with your kids and always be there for them, you'll make them very happier and you can help out a person in need. Next one. Alright, piece of advice number 4, which is trust the banner, please display. Yes. Make every minute of your life count. Listen, you're starting to get to that age where you don't know when you're about to die. You're starting to go into your adult years, and you never know what might happen. You just got your driver's license, you're like out on the road. You never know when you're going to get into a car accident. So you have to make sure every minute of your life counts. Ways to do this include trying new things, meeting new people, exploring places that you want to go to. Basically, like anything that you do on a regular basis, make sure it counts because you never know when it can be your last. Alright, moving on. Tip advice number 5, which is exercise once in a while. Now listen, I know there's a bunch of people out there who are very lazy, so I'm like itching all over. But anyway, exercise can actually help you a lot. And research shows, hold on a second, give it 1 minute. There you go. Exercising can actually help your body a lot. It can actually help you lose weight. It can decrease your ability to get certain types of diseases, which include high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and obesity, and much more. So always exercise once in a while. Make sure you do like a routine exercise, like you don't have to do it every day, but make sure you exercise because it can help your body a lot, and it can actually make you happier, and you can actually age well as well. Moving on to the next piece of advice. Tip advice number 6, which is if you're going through a struggle, talk to someone. Now listen, there's probably a bunch of people in this world who desperately need someone to talk to because they could be going through a bunch of issues. They'd be going through like a bad relationship breakup, which means like they're not upset about being in a bad relationship. It's because the person that they were dating has either cheated on them, dumped them, or just broke their hearts, and that's not good. So if you're going through a struggle, talk to someone because they can actually help you out a lot. But if people are going through a struggle and they don't have someone to talk to, that's not good for them. They can do anything. They can commit suicide, fall into a deep state of depression, and they might even disappear. You don't want that to happen. So guys, if you're going through a struggle, make sure you talk to someone because it can be a very life-changing experience. Moving on. Alright, tip advice number 7, which is get to know someone and make a lot of friends. Now listen, you don't want to be like that type of person that stays alone for the rest of their lives. You don't want that. If you make a lot of friends, that can make you happier and you finally have someone to talk to. Most of the people who don't make friends are known as loners. People who enjoy being alone. And I feel like that's not good for them because what if they're going through a struggle, then they have no one to talk to. And if they don't have anyone to talk to, then that means they will do bad things like, commit suicide, disappear, like the previous stuff I mentioned, and that's not good for them. And what do I mean by getting to know someone well? Basically, if you have a friend, discuss your interests, your hobbies, where you like to go, what movies you like to watch, what type of music you like to listen to, because you and your friend can have a lot in common, and that can further boost your friendship to a whole new level. And if you guys enjoy being loners, I'm not gonna stop you, but it'll probably be easier if you make a lot of friends. So get to know someone better and make a lot of friends. Okay? It can be a long, life-changing experience. I'm sorry, I'm loving up right here. Alright, let's move on before I completely break down. Tip advice number 8, which is, if you're in a bad relationship, get out of it. Now listen, I don't care if it's your fault or not. If you are in a bad relationship, get out of it. I don't care what the reason is, just get out of it. And don't take my word for it. Research shows that 1.5 million high school students report being physically abused by by a person of their opposite gender, which is also known as domestic violence. 1.5 million people report domestic violence in a single year. And now you might be wondering, what does this have to do with adults? Well, seniors are typically either 18 years old or older, and that's like typically like in the adult range. So this actually ties into adults because a bunch of adults are still in school or on the course of graduating, and also adults may be going off to college. So yeah, that's how it ties in because adults still might be in school. Moving on. Alright, before we actually move on, I need to take a little break because I'm getting a little bit exhausted from all this explaining. So I have to take a little break. Hold on a second. And one other way to do that than to break off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. That was delicious. Wait a second. Teachers, I think some of your students are like sleeping because they were I feel like I just like ate a Kit Kat bar and they immediately back off in their dreamland or something. Hold on a second. I gotta make some. That's gonna make sure that they pay attention. A little bit of a sound warning, so you might want to cover your ears. All right. 3, 2, 1. Did that work? Is everyone paying attention? Sorry. I'll leave down in the comments where that's from. But anyway, let's not waste any time. Back to the advice. Here we go. Tip advice number 9, which is don't take anyone else's negative comments. Now, you probably know the phrase already, but I'm not going to say it because I want to try to keep this kid friendly because I bet you there's going to be like a lot of students and teachers using this video to like for educational purposes. Okay, so I'm trying to keep it kid friendly. So this means don't take anyone else's negative comments. Like, they could be like saying hateful comments like, you suck, get a life, you're ugly and fat. Like, dude, seriously? You shouldn't be doing that. No one deserves hateful comments. And another research shows right here, because of these negative comments, some people even commit suicide because they're like falling into a deep state of depression, and no one wants that. Not only that, but if you look here, 30,000 reports of suicide are in the United States, and 1 million of them occur worldwide every year. And this could be because of hateful comments. They fall into deep depression and they decide to end their own life to end the pain. Why? So don't take anyone else's negative comments. Be yourself, make yourself happy, and ignore all the haters. That's what I do. Moving on. We are at piece of advice number 10, which is always believe in yourself. You heard it right. Always believe in yourself. You can do whatever you can do anything if you believe in yourself. Now you may set yourself a goal, no matter if it's like win a gold medal, cure cancer, solve global warming, beat a certain type of video game, or become very famous on any social media platform. You can do it if you believe in yourself. Sorry, my mask is falling off. And this kind of ties into number 9. If people say that you can't do it, don't listen to them. The only thing that you need is to believe in yourself, and you can accomplish anything. Never give up. Moving on. Piece of advice number 11, which is try new things. Now this is actually kind of an issue because a lot of people have what is called Neophobia, which is the fear of trying new things, which is kind of not good. Sorry, my head is itchy. The term neophobia, it can hit a lot of people because they are like too afraid to try something else because they may not like it, they may think it's dangerous, or kill them. Now, this type of phobia relates to people who are afraid of like skydiving because they may think the parachute may malfunction and they could be looking at a 60-foot drop straight to their grave. But for those people who don't have neophobia, proud of you. But listen, for the people who do have neophobia, please don't feel like trying something new. It could be a lot of fun. and I've tried a lot of things, and they've turned out to be fun. Like there are a few things that I did not want to do when I was little. Like I didn't want to like go anywhere, but when I did go anywhere, I actually liked a lot of places. So always try new things because you never know whether you may like it or not. Moving on. Tip advice number 12, which is don't hang around with the wrong types of people. Now listen, there are a few signs that you can tell that you're hanging around with the wrong types of people. People who do illegal stuff like graffiti, going into stores and then stealing stuff. Don't hang around with those types of people. And as you can see right here, research shows that 8% of people in the entire population actually get into like felony arrest, which the rest of the 33% are African males who have done horrible crimes. And listen, I'm not trying to be a racist or anything, but there are a few like African Americans out there that actually do stuff. But most of the time, they get like wrongfully accused simply because some officers are extremely racist. That is messed up. So take my word for it. Don't. If you sense something is wrong with the type of people that you hang out with, don't hang around them. There are a bunch of other people who are better than them. So make sure you do yourself a favor and just find a new group of friends to hang out with because they can be way better than your old ones. Next. Advice number 15, which is stay out of trouble and trust your instincts. I felt like I already covered this. Basically, like, stay out of trouble. Don't hang around with those types of people because they could get you into trouble. Like, they could, like, make you do something that you don't really want to do. So, stay out of trouble and trust your instincts. No, trusting your instincts, like, it basically means, like, if you feel like a really bad cramp in your gut, it's there for a reason. Like, let's say if you're, like, going into the store or if there's like a bunch of strangers pulling up alongside of you and they say, hey dude, get in, we'll give you a ride. And if you feel something in your gut is telling you that something is going to go wrong and you should probably not do it. So make sure you trust that gut and just say, no thanks. But if they get out of your car and start running for you, basically forcing you to get in the car, then you might want to get out of there because they will kill you. So I pretty much like covered it. Stay out of trouble, trust your instincts, don't hang around with the type of people, and you feel like something's wrong, trust your instincts, and get out. Alright? Next piece of advice. Piece of advice number 14, which is never fall for peer pressure. Now, peer pressure is a very complex definition. It's basically like where you're getting forced to do something that you really don't want to, but your friends are saying like, oh, come on, do it, it'll be sick. Dude, come on, stop being such a baby, just do it. Those are the signs that you have peer pressure, and that is the sign that you have very terrible friends. And most of the time that they want you to fall for peer pressure is because of something that they want you to do illegally. Like, it could be like, breaking into an abandoned house, trespassing onto someone's property, stealing cigarettes, stealing candy. Stealing candy? What does stealing candy just have to do with anything? But anyway, it could be like, basically anything illegal. It's probably like the reason that people want you to fall for peer pressure. And research shows, wait a second, where's my video notes? Finally, thank you. 90% of people fall for peer pressure every single year. But 28% of people who have fallen for peer pressure have actually had very amounts of sex after falling for it. But the rest of the percentage, they didn't have any sex at all. They mostly never fell for it, or they did fall for it, but they ended up paying a very hefty price on it, which is not good. So don't fall for peer pressure, and don't fall for peer pressure from your friends because they just want you to do something illegal and then you have to take the blame for it. That's not good. One last piece of advice, and we are done with the video. Last piece of advice is, don't take anything in your life for granted. Now listen, to take people for granted, it means like you're not fully appreciating them. And don't take my word for it, research right there. Ow, my hand, ow. Okay, there it is. So as you can see here, taking someone for granted, which means like you you think they will always be there to help you, and they will never leave you. However, people's minds change in like an instant. If you take someone for granted, that basically means like, you think they're always going to be there for you, but one switch motion and they can either cheat on you, leave you, and they will never help you in your time of need. So don't take anything in your life for granted, and always trust your instincts. Alright, that's the end of the video. Yay! Got through all 50 pieces of advice. One right here. Yeah, that's what I was staring down at. But I hope this video was very educational, and I hope my English teacher is proud of me. I always love doing these because it's way easier than just writing. I guess I'm that type of lazy kid, but this was way more funner to do. But anyway, I hope that my pieces of advice helped all of you adults out there. I really hope that really hope that.
Like I said, I think I have a speech impediment going on. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You know something? I'm gonna take the skull mask off because it's really bothering me. I don't even know why I wore this. But anyway, that's it for this video. I hope that my advice really helped all of you fellow adults out there. I hope my advice helped you. I wish you guys the best of luck. But anyway, I hope this video was very educational. I loved making it. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. And you guys already know what to do. But if you guys don't know what to do, make sure to leave a comment, subscribe for more of me, Peter 500. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you subscribe, make sure you tap the notification bell next to the subscribe icon so you never miss an update. And if YouTube decided that the notifications aren't going to work, you can always follow my Facebook page, Peter 500, for video updates. But I hope this video was very educational. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. See ya. And sorry for that thing earlier. I just wanted to make sure that you guys were paying attention. Ugh.